Hi everyone, and welcome to the 7-Minute Life video. My name's John Arnold. Some of you know me. I'm the Chief Inspiration Officer at 7-Minute Life Incorporated. And today I want to talk to you specifically about how to make your to-do list work for you. We're going to do an exercise that's only going to take you a few minutes, but will probably reveal some shocking truths about how you're actually spending your time, particularly if you're not going into your day excited about it and you find yourself just trying to make it through the week, feeling like the weekend cannot come soon enough. If that's you, then this exercise is going to help you rapidly get to the root of why you're feeling that way. Now you're going to need two things. You need a to-do list and a prioritization worksheet. If you don't already have the prioritization worksheet downloaded, then I would encourage you to pause the video and do so. Or if you want, you could just open it up in a new window by clicking on the link provided with this video. You should see one beneath it or in the description of this video, depending on where you're viewing this from. What I want you to do is think about what you feel must get done in the next 24 hours. Alright, to make your list, just think about anything you need to do at home or work or both, and jot them down on a sheet of paper. It might be laundry, chores, shopping, dinner. Maybe you got a meeting to get ready for, a report to write. You got a list of phone calls you got to do. And don't forget obligations that you have, like taking kids to dance practice or going to a civic club meeting that you're in. Whatever you got to do for the next 24 hours, jot down as many of those things as you can in the next 5 minutes or so and create your to-do list. Alright, well, let's take a look at them. How many items do you have on your list? You know, I used to write some crazy long lists. I'd have 25, 30, 40 items on a list and never get to the bottom of it, and that was demoralizing. So look at your list, and honestly, is that something that you can realistically get through? And also, is it a list you're excited about? Or, you know, is this just a list you have to do? I want you to take that list for right now, though, and push it to the side, and we're going to take a few minutes to look at your priorities. And to do that, you're going to need the prioritization worksheet, and I'm going to let Allyson explain that.
The beginning is to prioritize what's most important to you. And so if you'll turn to the page that is titled Prioritize What's Important, we want to help you define and prioritize your top 10 personal values in life. As I look at this list, I see things like love, friendships, achievement, faith, philanthropy, family. What's most important to you? When was the last time you took a few minutes of your life to literally define those values and how you want to work from that place in life? Are you ready to take even 7 minutes to focus your attention on what's most important to you? Pull out the 7-Minute Life Daily Planner, read through this list of 75 values, and circle those that speak to you, that jump out off the page to you, and then spend some time ranking them in order and list them at the bottom of the page in order from 1 to 10. Now, once you have that list of 10 top priorities, what you'll want to do next is look at your life and see if your list of priorities is lining up with how you're spending the minutes of your day. Make sure that you can regain your passion by doing what's most important to you. That's why these 7 minutes are so important.
Pause the video now and fill out the prioritization worksheet. Okay, now let's pull those two pieces together, and you should be able to see clearly the gap between what you are doing and what you want to be doing. To do this, just circle any items on your to-do list that directly reflect any of your top 10 values. I have to tell you, the first time I did this exercise, there was an audible groan when I asked people to compare the two sheets. Some people sat there, in fact, stunned like a deer caught in headlights as they realized there was no connection between what they felt was necessary and their deepest values. Now, maybe that's you right now. If you only circled a few items on your to-do list, or maybe even none of the items on your to-do list, then there's a good chance you're not feeling excited about what you're doing. And you might even dread going into your day. And I'm not saying this to be depressing, it's just a fact that when you start living too far outside your priorities, you're going to not be happy. And if you do that too long, it can cause you to be depressed or get burned out with your work. The good news is, life doesn't have to be that way. In fact, just by doing this one simple exercise, you're already a step ahead of the crowd. You're awake now to your highest values and better equipped to start taking back control of your life, and you can do it today. You may be wondering, though, how am I going to get to my highest values with all that other stuff that has to be done? You know, all the things I put on my list a minute ago. Because I got to get that done, right? Well, for starters, you're going to find when you live in your priorities that you have more energy, you sleep better, you're less stressed, and you produce far more. So you're going to be able to knock out more of those things than you're doing right now. But I want to let you in on an ugly little secret that no one really talks about, and that's this. As you get clear on your priorities, you're going to realize that a lot of what you do now is just a way of making you feel like you're being productive, when in reality, well, you're really missing out on what it means to be fully alive, fully engaged, and fully living out your greatest dreams and potential. I know this because I've been that guy. I've put myself on a treadmill of activity trying to feel accomplished, when all along what I was really doing was neglecting my family, my friends, my health, my gifts, and my dreams. Some of you know my story. Years ago, I was a pretty over-the-top workaholic pastor who felt I had to be everything and do everything. Well, that kind of fell apart on me when one night I had a shocking wake-up call. And the way that happened was, one night I had gone down to the church late, was stopping by there to pick up something I thought I need. That was not an unusual occurrence. And this time, though, I had my daughter with me. She was about, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 at the time. She was like big toddler size. Her name's Ruth. And as my beautiful little daughter stood next to me and I was opening up the back door of the church, I was fumbling for my keys, and she looked up at me and said, "Daddy, do you live here?" Well, I was crushed. I mean, I thought I was being a really great dad. I was doing all this stuff in the community and my church, and the reality was that I was neglecting some of the most precious moments that I should have been having with my daughter. It's easy to fall in that trap. Now, fortunately, that was a long time ago, and my daughter's now 19 years old, and I'm a very different man, and we have a great relationship and make time for each other all the time. Whenever she's home from college, we make a point of doing things together. Now, for example, last night I went with her and 4 of her friends roller skating. That's us playing around, being silly in the parking lot afterwards. Yes, I know we're dressed really goofy looking. That's just something we like to do when we're out there. My daughter's the girl, by the way, in the red shirt with glasses on the back, and you probably figured it out. I'm the one striking the Charlie's Angels pose, or whatever that is I'm doing in the front. But it's not just about my daughter's relationship and I. I've really, this past year, had the joy of accomplishing some major life goals. In September, for example, I published my first ebook on Amazon called Tips on Prayer. It's a quick start guide to improving your prayer life. This summer, I backpacked for 11 days with my 15-year-old son, Matthew. That was awesome because he was the crew chief, and I was proud to get to do that with him. In November, my beautiful and pretty talented wife, Susan, and I, well, we shared lead roles in a local production of Camelot. And I'm really proud of her because she had never ever been in a play, and she stepped in as Guinevere, and I was Arthur, and we had an absolutely wonderful time together. But the accomplishments aren't just in my personal life. In my professional life too, I have to tell you, the church that we co-pastor together had a net growth in membership this past year, and we also took the #1 slot on Google for regional church searches, which I'm really excited about that. Last but not least, over the past year I've increased my income by adding multiple streams of passive income. In fact, one month I had income from 3 different sources other than my paycheck, and it wasn't an extravagant amount of money, but it was enough for me to realize that I can do it, and I'm confident that this next year I'm going to grow those income streams and they're going to become a significant part of our life. So why am I telling you this? Well, I want you to realize what can be possible. I'm not some productivity genius. I'm just a guy who is working the tools. And I am so very grateful for the 7-minute tools, because they've helped me get off dead center on dreams I've had for a long time. Like my book, I've wanted to write a book since I was in college 20-some years ago, and it wasn't until this fall that I did it. So those 7-minute tools helped me get off dead center and started helping me make progress. And I know they can do that for other people as well. So please, take your life to a whole new level this year. Check out the 2013 Productivity Success Pack that Allyson's put together. It's really a great collection of tools. In fact, it's a complete system that will equip you to start mastering your time. And when you do that, amazing things are going to happen in your life. So here's a quick overview of what's in the 2013 Productivity Success Pack. First, you'll get the 7-Minute Difference book by Allyson Lewis. That was her very first book. It's what started the 7-Minute Revolution. In this book, she teaches you that change can happen in an instant. It can happen from the moment you decide that you want to change, and you can achieve big changes through small steps. You'll also get her most recent book, The 7-Minute Solution. And in this, you'll learn 7 vital signs necessary to prioritize, organize, and simplify your life at work and home. This is the paperback version. It's just been released, and that will get shipped to you. You'll also get some resources that are immediately downloadable. So while you're waiting for the books to come in the mail, you can dive into training videos and audios. Allyson has put together a collection of videos that capture the training that she's done when she's traveled around the country trying to help people change their lives. You'll get those videos, and they'll cover everything from the science of neuroplasticity to what it means to push your way past the 1-yard line in life. And I particularly love that segment of the video. But it's loaded with lots of step-by-step instruction by Allyson. You'll have instant access, as I said, to those valuable training videos within minutes of purchasing your copy of the 2013 Productivity Success Pack. You'll also have those in audio, so if you want to put them on your iPod and listen to them when you exercise or go to work, you'll have that available immediately as well. Now, as you're working your way through the videos, you're going to get a 50-plus page e-workbook for you to use as your personal guide throughout that training. This workbook is filled with deliverables, tools, forms, checklists, everything you need to help you live the 7-minute life. And that's actually a PDF that you'll be able to click a link and have in your hands immediately. You can print it out or just read it on your screen, whatever you'd like to do. You're also going to get a copy of The Principles of Planning. This is actually an interview that Allyson Lewis did of me almost 2 years ago. She interviewed me when I was working my way through my very first 7-minute life daily planner. And I think the really helpful thing about this audio is that you can see how someone, me in particular, put that resource to work And I share with you, mistakes I made, and I also share with you some little tips or tricks that I use to maximize how I use the 7-Minute Life Daily Planner. And you'll want that audio because you are going to get a copy of the 7-Minute Life Daily Planner. And to me, this is the really heart of the whole thing. If you're not using a planner already, this thing's going to blow you away. It is. Don't mistake it for a calendar tool. A lot of times when people hear planner, they think of a calendar tool. It will help you keep track of appointments and all those things that a traditional calendar tool does. But this is really, for me, it's like a personal assistant who walks with me for 90 days, helps me clarify what my purpose is, what my goals are, the unfinished tasks in my life that are kind of open loops, sucking energy away. It helps me identify all those things, get them written down clearly so I can act on them. It does all that in the first few pages, and then it's filled with daily progress pages that will help you stay true to getting those done. And there's also on those pages some visual prompts that are going to make you stop and think about, am I drinking enough water? Am I getting enough sleep? How am I spending my money? Just a host of other little details of life. And there's just so much more than that. I could spend a whole video just talking about the planner. So please go check that out. And all of these resources, they're going to be on sale together for just one day. You'll get the 7-minute difference, the 7-minute solution, the videos, the e-workbook, the principles of planning audio training, a 7-minute life daily planner. You get those bundled all together for one really incredibly discounted price. I've not seen Allyson ever put this many resources together. I really doubt that she'll be doing that again soon. So you want to take advantage of this opportunity while it's in front of you. That one-day sale is going to be on Monday, January 7th, 2013. If you want to take part in that, or you just want to get a lot more information about this, you're still kind of uncertain and you want to know more, you'll go to this link that you see on the screen right now, the 7minutelife.com/productivity-special. That's the 7minutelife.com/productivity-special. And you can find there all the details. I hope you'll take advantage of this opportunity. I hope you've enjoyed listening today to this video, and I really look forward to seeing you in a future video. So, the best to you in 2013. Please comment. If you have a question, leave it in the comments below. If you found something helpful in this, I'd love to hear from you. So it's my pleasure to be able to serve you as you strive toward greater productivity. Bye now, and I'll see you soon.